Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, what is going on for Capricorn? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node. Also, if you're Cancer, you're going to want to stay. That's your opposite sign, y'all. What is going on that we should know about for October through the first week of November, please? For Capricorn. What can I burn? Okay, burn it. Burn it, Capricorn. Burn it all. The ugly lies, the pain, the shame, the criticism, anything negative. The images that run through your mind, your head, the reminders of what you did wrong, and the proof that you are not enough. Burn that shit, baby. Okay? Your soul is calling. It's time for a rebirth. You are like the phoenix rising from the ashes, no longer attached to the past. You are free. Your wings are ready. Use them. Ooh. Did somebody just rise as a firebird or what? Or are you in the process? Or have you completed your mission, y'all? Okay, wherever you are on your journey, this is good news. Make the right choice that you will no longer let the past define you. Pick up your pen. What will your next chapter look like? Ooh, maybe it's time to sit down and really assess what you want and make a plan. Or I feel like this is like you completed something. So, the universe isn't broke. Come up with whatever you want. Don't think small, all right? And start manifesting that shit. Hells to the yes. Okay, so somebody here probably like broke a generational curse, or like they matured in some way, they expanded their consciousness, they did something. They made it through a really difficult thing. Yeah, there was ego and hate surrounded by this. Pride, greed. Because people were prejudiced against your fruition. Because you were actually earning it and they were neglecting their duties. These are people that are spiritually bankrupt or non-believers. So you could have been in an environment. I mean, usually it's a continuation of the energy check, y'all. So maybe if you relate with this, you could probably relate with the energy check we just did, which I will post later. All of these readings, if you missed any of it. But you could have received a lot of prejudice or like opinionated, ugly, hateful energies towards what you wanted and what you know is meant for you. Because it would have meant that they would have had to give you what you deserve, or they had to show up better. These could be people that don't want to have to do that because of their pride, but that's obviously very toxic. That's not pride, that's hatefulness. Yeah. These are atheists with unnatural passion. And you've been alchemizing all this ritualistically. So you have not only protected what is meant for you, but you're going to be blessed and rewarded because you were unfairly fined, unfairly treated. Okay. So that's good and bad. Take it how it resonates, y'all. I feel like that's good. Because you're still going to get what's meant for you. I feel like people did a lot to make sure that you didn't. Or to make it harder for you. Even though you deserve it. It's like their pride couldn't handle it. And that apparently was more important to people than your life and your life path that has like little to do with them. Yeah, you were being judged. Maybe, if you do have a lot of Capricorn in your chart, you could be kind of like me and you could work a lot. And people that are insecure, they are attracted to that at first, but then they feel some type of way. That's happened quite a bit. Especially if you're a woman, y'all. And you're dealing with a man, and maybe at some point in your career, you're doing better than them, or you have more than them, or you've built more than them, or you show up better. It's like if they're not ready to face themselves and level up, then it's easier for them to just take it out on you as if you're the problem or something. But these people were just full of hate and they were mean. So you're still going to get what's yours. So, and they're going to have to watch and realize, oh shit, I was too greedy to have a piece of that now. I'm too shitty to be a part of that now. Bummer. Yeah. So, somebody here could be thinking about working out or maybe, getting fit or all that energy you probably put in the past into getting people to see you properly or appreciate you. I feel like you poured it into yourself or into your career, and I feel like you stopped caring about what people think, at least these types of energies. Maybe that's the curse that you broke. Maybe you just didn't care anymore, okay? Maybe you just let the bridge burn, okay? And didn't try to mediate for once, didn't try to fix, didn't try to balance things out when it wasn't your burden. Yeah, I feel like you sat this one out, and yeah, which is good. It's good. It's a good move, because I feel like you're gonna be rewarded. Spirit wanted you to do that. And it sucks, y'all, because energies like this, it's why? It's so unnecessary and mean. What's up, Kev? It's you want to. It's you it's hard to not try to fix it, or at least figure out what the hell. Crafty crocodile. Boldness, self-discovery. Ooh, you focus more on your self-actualizing. You assured yourself. You didn't seek validation or assurance outside of yourself, I feel like. You were crafty about it. Yeah. You were bold. You didn't shrink yourself. Something like that. Yeah, mystical moth at the bottom. So, because you did this and you passed this test, you could have been Spirit could have tapped you in or heightened your psychic ability. Or you could have became aware, damn, if I would have just listened to my intuition my whole life, even more over my empathy towards others that aren't treating me right, I would have gotten this, I would have realized I was psychic sooner. That could have also been a moment for somebody. But I feel like for some of you, you were given a spiritual gift. Your psychic ability really got turned on. And maybe now it's a passion for you. Somebody's name, first, middle, last, initials, C or M could be significant. Or L, or M, or F, or A. Somebody could be born on the 21st, or the 31st, or the 19th. Somebody could be born in 94, or be 52, or be 49, or be born on the 25th, or be born in 91, or be 31, or 21 years old. December could be significant. Okay. Ancient keeper of wisdom and insight, show me how to dive deep into my feelings. Okay, so that could be significant. Maybe you sat with your feelings and you didn't let them consume you to the point where you shrunk yourself, or you were toxic, or I feel like you moved through the fear and you let your intuition and your faith guide you this time, instead of trying to fix things for greedy, prideful people. Yeah. Shimmering maiden of the moon, uncover the arcane knowledge that I seek. Yeah. So you could have been like the spirit, your spirit team could have that could have opened a channel for you to arcane knowledge here, or a spiritual gift here. Yeah. Some of you guys could be psychic or have some kind of ability here, foresight, premonitions, gut feelings. You could get messages through dreams. You could get messages through tarot or divination or something like this. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty lit. I'm gonna drink some water. Hold up. I love it. Let me just get these decks out. That's awesome, Capricorn. Yeah, I feel like the people's opinions that you should care about are the people who are authentic, and you can tell by if their words match their actions, what they've built in their life, what they stand for, how they show up for the people in their lives, you know, the kind of advice they give, what interests them, what doesn't. And, you know, I feel like you've learned the lesson now that to not waste any more time on hoping that people love you back like you love them, because they're not important. If they don't value you immediately and forever, they can go. Okay? Even if you have formed an attachment, as soon as you see that somebody's not who you thought they are, instead of pining over the loss of that, like maybe now you see it as a gain. Like, okay, cool, I don't have to waste any more of my time. I can give this energy to myself or to somebody more deserving. You know, maybe now you've changed your perspective, seeing it as a blessing instead of feeling cursed that you always run into shitty people. You know what I mean? Your energy could be big, it could be intimidating because it's confident, or it's reliable, or, you know, it's loving, it's hopeful. And, you know, just even that alone bothers people, y'all. Sometimes, okay? So, you can't care. Oh no. Nicole, that's terrible. So, that's a huge thing. Because, you know, when you're a really kind person, y'all, it's really hard to not want to try to be diplomatic or figure out, you know, but you don't have time for that shit. Those are all distractions from, you know, being around the right people. It's like, you shouldn't have to do that. That's like an extra hurdle that shouldn't be there, you know? People should be blessed and realize that your time is valuable and it's a privilege to have access to you, period. Yeah, somebody was spreading lies, or like they weren't talking to you right. They didn't want you to speak. Somebody wanted you to shut up. And yeah, no. It's because if you speak, because your energy's big, then it would basically, their lies or whatever they were doing here, it's like, of course they didn't want you to speak. Somebody could have a lit throat chakra, yo. somebody knows, people know that you have a lit throat chakra. It makes them feel some type of way. These are probably people that feel uncomfortable because they don't know how to express themselves, or maybe you have the type of throat chakra energy that is inspirational, and they see how people react to it and it makes them feel jealous. Or you could have a gift, and the things you say plant seeds. They get people to see things differently, and that could disrupt the matrix, y'all. Okay? So, somebody wanted to silence you. Or they wanted to speak over your life in a way that just was a no. Okay? Okay, so suggestion of the month: set a daily intention. Intention implies determination, will, and resolve. Setting intentions gives you a sense of purpose and provides the inspiration and motivation to achieve that purpose. So, take a moment to set a clear, positive intention for your day, such as, I will present, or I will approach challenges with calmness. Write it down or say it out loud to reinforce it. Revisit your intention throughout the day to stay aligned with it. This practice helps focus your mind, guide your actions, and creates a sense of purpose as you move through your day. Yeah, I feel like, people didn't want you to see you. People don't want to see you get what you deserve. I don't know why. They're jealous, they're haters. Because you're stronger than them in some kind of a way, probably. Yeah. That could be a gift you have, Nicole. That's a gift I have too. For people that can't express themselves, I have found that I'm a channel in all different ways. Spiritually, lyrically, writing, my music, stuff like that, y'all. And the way that you say it might be just the thing that opens somebody's mind up, even though they've learned it in 10 different ways. For some reason, the way you did it or the way you said it clicked and opened access in somebody's mind, or inspired somebody, or something, right? Created more abundance somehow. So somebody here has a powerful gift here, and somebody wanted to keep people from hearing you or silence you, or this spiritual stone awakens unconditional love. Okay, so this came out in the reverse. So you could have found yourself in environments where it's like, what the hell? All I offer is unconditional love, but I really just don't ever get it back. It's always with strings attached. It's always with unrealistic expectations, or it's one-sided, or it's like people don't value unconditional love. So yeah, I feel like some people don't have, like, they're greedy, and you're like a walking mirror, and you reflect back to them their shittiness, okay, is what I'm getting. And it's not even that, like, some of you could, reflect it back boldly, or you could just be living your life, and that's enough for somebody to feel offended, because you're an example in movement, and a reminder, and it triggers them. But that's a personal issue. Sadly, a lot of people don't look inwards, so they think, oh shit, you're the problem, because you're the one that awoken it. You're the one that got them to see it. That doesn't mean you're the problem. You're just the messenger. A lot of people want to kill the messenger, y'all. Don't kill the messenger. Okay? So yeah, the spiritual stone awakens unconditional love that is deep within your heart. Its high vibration connects you to a universal love only felt in higher realms. So maybe that's the kind of love that you feel, but Spirit didn't want you to for these people. They want that to be nectar that is only given to those deserving, not just anyone that's thirsty. You know what I mean? Because they might drink it and then go manifest somewhere else, and then you're left empty again. So maybe this is something that you had to learn. Like, even people that you think have good intentions like you don't sometimes. Even people that are closest to you, or that you would never assume don't want to see you win. You could have clocked some like hidden animosity or something here. And you're like, yeah, I can't do it anymore. I'm definitely not going to shrink myself. I don't know how to be anything else, period. And I didn't do anything. So it's like, I know what I want. I'm going to work for it. So why shouldn't I have it? You know what I mean? It's that simple. Yeah. Get it, Capricorn. And it's like not even that you're trying to shove it in their face, probably. You were probably trying to be kind. It's not personal. People sometimes can't see beyond their ego or their wounds, y'all. So, try not to take it personally, although I know it is very hurtful and lonely when you realize, okay, it's just another person that, you know, doesn't value the way that you show up. Because they're not meant to. They don't deserve it. That's why Spirit cloaks you from them. That's why they're not meant to appreciate you. They haven't done the work to earn an energy like yours. So don't ever question it. Like, don't ever, like, fight and, you know, feel like you have to beg for that. Because you don't. Weasel. Somebody moves fast in a good way. Yeah. And they can take a lot of heat. And if their tail falls off, they can grow a new one. Somebody's very resilient, fast, efficient, a boss energy for sure. And crafty. And spiritual. Yeah, you got it all, babes. That's what I'm getting. So let's see. What is it? L or W could be significant, which is somebody's name. First or last. Alright, the weasel. Alright, this is about courage, watchfulness, having fun, living life fully, cleverness, and solitude. The weasel wisdom is believing in yourself is as important as investing in family and friends. Exactly. When the weasel appears, remain focused and keep your eyes on the prize, Capricorn. Give your inner extrovert and inner introvert equal time and love. The weasel wants you to know that you have the bravery, wits, and wherewithal within you to tackle whatever stands in your way. Absolutely. Or at least to dance around it and get whatever needs doing to get done. Hells to the, yeah, that's what I mean. You move too fast for these hoes. You run circles around these hoes. It's like you're 10 steps ahead, dudes. It's like, because you're not, and you're stable. The elephant energy, hells yeah. You're like a huge energy. You're smart. You don't miss a thing. You can take heat. You're fast. You're crafty. It's like the only thing that you were missing maybe is to stop people that don't want to hear you. Okay, talk somewhere else. Stop trying to get heard by them. Stop trying to fight that opposition, especially when you don't deserve it. That's when you leave. Okay? But it could have been really hard for you because it's hard. It's mean. It's mean when you don't deserve it and you're like trying to figure like why are these people giving me such a damn hard time? Like, what the frick is going on? It's hurtful. But that's what they want. And I think that you've learned that. It's like you've dealt with so many energies like this that you that's why you move so fast. Because once you realize, okay, there's nothing I can do, I can't anymore. Because I am going to get what I deserve, even if it takes me forever. At least I'll know that I tried. At least I'll know that I gave it my all. And you could have a really strong faith or belief, you know? So even though, for instance, if you haven't found your person and you don't know what the hell why, because if anyone deserves good karma, it's you, or, you know, you're the type of person that's there for everybody else, and you're just wondering, hey, like, so is there anyone out there for me, or, you know, is it just, am I here to serve, or, you know, I just kind of want to know what's going on. I feel like the one thing that you could have been missing is stop allowing your unconditional love cup to be exploited, because it can be dangerous in certain energies. You can actually get like destroyed in your heart to the point where you can't access that anymore to higher realms. And so it needed to be protected. So I feel like there's a huge lesson, or some kind of curse you broke, or you realized how it's not the people that you gotta protect from losing. It's the heart chakra energy that you gotta protect of your own from losing to people that don't want to stay or don't want to treat you right. It's the other way around. It was like a different perspective maybe that you need to see. How valuable what you have to offer is. Not what that you're losing them. They're losing you. And if you don't realize that, you can lose your biggest gift, which is your emotional intelligence, is what I'm getting. For some of you. Your belief in self. Yeah, how you show up. So awesome. That's freaking sick. That's a good vibe. Okay. So, all right, little weasels. Let's see. Let's get some more messages. What other messages for Capricorn? Please. Hells yeah, Nicole. That's a huge deal. What other messages for Cap? Ooh-wee. Yeah, see? You realize